Hello my loves, Tony here from TL Yarn Crafts, and I'm excited to share the beautifully textured reverse stitch with you. If you're excited to learn a new Tunisian crochet stitch with me, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for even more free patterns, product reviews, and crochet tutorials. For today's tutorial, I'm using a 6.5mm Tunisian crochet hook and worsted weight yarn. The reverse stitch can be worked over any number of foundation stitches. We'll start by making a slip knot, however you like to. Place that on the hook. Tighten it down, and then we're going to chain 15 for our practice. Yarn over the top of the hook and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you keep these relatively loose because we will need to get into these chains later, and if they're too tight, it's going to be very hard to get into them. 2 more. And there's our 15. Now, when we look at our chain, we know we're looking at the front because we have this set of V's that are stacked on top of each other. We're actually going to rotate our chain towards us and find this channel of back bumps. And that's what we'll make our stitches into. And that's going to give us a beautiful edge on the bottom of our work. So we're going to skip the first chain. So we've got the loop that's on our hook. First chain is right here. There's the back bump for it. We're going to go to the second chain here. Insert our hook from bottom to top through the bump. Yarn over and pull up the loop. Insert in the next stitch, yarn over and pull up the loop. And we'll do that for each chain down the line. And we'll know we did it right if we have the same number of loops on our hook as the number of chains that we started with, which was 15. So insert just under the loop of that back bump, yarn over and pull up the loop. Insert, yarn over, pull up the loop, all the way down the line. One more here. There we go. So let's give it a quick count, make sure we're on the right track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We did it right. So now we need to do our return pass where we work the loops off the hook. So we'll yarn over the hook and pull through 1 loop to start with. That's a chain 1, just gets us up to the correct height of our row. From there, we'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, until there's just 1 loop left on the hook. So yarn over, pull through these next 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, all the way back. There we go. So we've now completed our foundation and we can get into our actual reverse stitch from here. First loop on our hook always counts as our first stitch. So we're always skipping this first vertical bar. We're looking at our next stitch here. Now, to work your reverse stitch, we need to identify some parts of this stitch. Front bar is here. This is usually what we work under for our Tunisian simple stitch. But you'll notice that we also have a back bar. It sits behind and slightly to the right of that front bar. That's the loop that we will be working into for our reverse stitch. So catching this first stitch is a little tricky sometimes. So what I like to do is I'm going to hold on to the loop that's on my hook. And then I'm going to, with the yarn behind my hook, dip my hook into the space between that first and second stitch. So I'm bringing my hook down behind my work and bringing it up in the space between those 2 stitches. Now, when I come down, I'm going to grab that back bar. It's right here between my thumbs. That's the loop that I'm looking for. I'm going to use the tip of my hook to grab that bar on the way down. Then from there, I can yarn over the top of the hook, pull up that loop, and my first reverse stitch is done. Now we'll go on to the next stitch. It gets a little bit easier from here. I actually like to rotate towards the back of the work. So rotate my work towards me. So this is the front of the work. This is now the back of the work. And my vertical bars are sitting right here in front of me. So now I can insert from right to left under that next vertical bar, yarn over, pull up the loop, find the next one, yarn over, and pull up the loop. If you need to, you can kind of wiggle your work open and you'll see that bar sitting right here. Insert, yarn over, pull up the loop. Insert, yarn over, pull up the loop. And we'll do that for each stitch down the line until we get to our last stitch. Just like that. And what it ends up doing is it pushes all the other loops of my stitch towards the front of my work. And that's what gives me the gorgeous texture of the reverse stitch. I love this for kind of breaking up the monotony of some of those normal Tunisian crochet patterns. Absolutely lovely. So that was the second to last stitch I just did there. For our last stitch, we work it the same as the last stitch in all of our Tunisian crochet swatches. So we've got the front vertical bar of our last stitch, but we also need to find the little shadow. I call it that because it's about half as high and sits right behind that front vertical bar. So with the tip of my hook, I'm going to get under both of those loops, yarn over the hook, and pull through both of those. And that'll make sure that we have a nice clean edge on the left side of our work. Yarn over, pull through one loop to start our return pass, then yarn over, pull through two, and two, and two again, until we've got just one loop left on our hook. There we go, just like that. So we can see that gorgeous texture of that reverse stitch. Let's do another row together. So again, I'm going to hold on to this very first loop that's on my hook. I'm going to find the space between my first and second stitch, bring my hook up into that space, bring my hook into that space. When I come back down, I'm going to grab that back bar. It's right here between my fingers. It's going to be that first loop that's there on the left of my hook. So I'm going to come up just like that, grab that bar, yarn over my hook, and pull through the loop. That first one is always a little tricky, so do what you got to do to grab it. And then from here, it gets a little bit easier. So you can either come up between the stitch and grab the loop, just like that. Or you can, again, turn the work towards you and find your loops. It's going to be very important to keep your tension loose here, because if you tighten down your tension too much, these little loops that we can see here on the back will collapse on us. So keep your tension loose and make sure you're just grabbing the one loop of that back vertical bar of the stitch. And we'll do that until we get to the last stitch. So one more here. Now I can turn it back to the front and find those two loops of my last stitch. If you ever have trouble finding those two loops, just kind of pull your work apart. You'll notice that here we have what looks like our last stitch, but this is actually the top of the stitch. We need the side of the stitch. So we've got the front vertical bar. If we rotate it to the side, we can find the shadow sitting right behind it. We're going to insert our hook under both of those stitches. Yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, chain one, yarn over, pull through two, and two, two again, until you've got one loop left on your hook. There we go. Lovely. So we've got this nice ridge of texture that sits right on top of the ridge from before. One more row together. Going to bring my hook between those first two stitches, come back down. Oop. Try that one more time. And come back down, grab that, yarn over, pull up the loop, and then get the back vertical bar of each remaining stitch. Last stitch here. Beautiful. And that, my friends, is the Tunisian Reverse Stitch. This video is made as a supplement to the Third Street Shawl, a new minimalist design I created that combines color, shaping, and texture for a wearable triangle wrap. Check the description below to find a link to the PDF pattern. Then find even more Tunisian crochet stitch tutorials and free patterns right here on my channel. Click the playlist in the top corner of this video to get started. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!